Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be on the 6th of the month that we will have this month's full moon taking place in your opposite sign. This is going to bring partnerships of all kinds into focus, including business partnerships and professional alliances as well. Wherever it is that you work with others for your mutual benefit and share, that is where this part of the sky is lit up. The thing is that this is some very good energy. I really like this particular full moon. On the one hand, it is speaking in harmony with Uranus, which does suggest surprise and delight and a sense of things moving quickly and to your advantage. It is speaking in supreme harmony with Neptune. I love this energy. This is how one-on-one alliances and conversation become a part of maximizing hope and faith and spiritual energy in your life. Now, it can be a beautiful thing, the way in which you can connect with other people or heal established alliances and move forward. We do have Mercury in your sign retrograde, standing across the sky from that full moon. And so it's almost like I'm seeing you reconsider yourself and what you want, but also perhaps another person and another alliance. Now, I'll have a lot more to say about this when we get to the love portion of this video in just a moment. But as we navigate further, on the 12th of the month is when we will have something very special, which is Mars going direct. If you think back, it was August when Mars entered a part of the sky for you that had to do with your daily life. Chances are there's been a lot of activity, whether it's work related, whether it's you feeling more energy, so you're getting more active. And Mars here has been about inviting you to consider your moments, consider the day, consider what it is that you do incrementally that lead you to even larger gains at that. There might have been some drama with clients, customers, coworkers. That does happen as well with Mars here. Well, here's the thing. Mars went retro just before Halloween. But it was before that. It was early September when Mars went into shadow. Now, as Mars has retrograded and returned to where he was at the beginning of the shadow period, way back to the first part of September, what happens now will in some way invite you to look at what was happening then differently in some way. It is how you are living that is going to be illuminated for you in new ways. But in another way, I feel like this is seeing a matter that's related to work, maybe work you wanted to do, maybe how you do your work. And again, the people who surround you there. It's like in an instant, you see things differently. You see the opportunities, you see the possibilities, and these particular people as well. Where these people have frustrated you, now it can feel like real healing can start to take place. Also, with your health, if you felt stagnant, you felt like you were putting in a lot of effort, not necessarily appreciating how much better you desired to feel in your lived experience, all of that starts to change now moving forward from here. This is a wonderful sign for increased vitality. You'll still have Mars here going right to the middle of March, and I'll be here to talk about it every step of the way. But right now we have and we are crossing an important moment as part of the larger Mars retrograde season, and we can feel good about that. It is going to be on the 21st and 22nd when we have so much happening in the sky that is so important now. It is going to include a new moon in a financial part of your sky, a part of the sky for you that has to do with money you earn, money you spend, self-esteem, and self-worth. Well, here's the thing. This particular moon is speaking in harmony with Jupiter. I love this energy for you, I have to say. Jupiter moving through the foundation of your chart. If you work from home or with homes, this is a time of new avenues of income. If it is that you are using this energy in different ways, well, it could be now that you're connecting with people from your past that in some way become part of helping you to align with greater prosperity than you've known before. Now, this part of the sky also connects you to an understanding of self-love and self-esteem. That may come into focus now in important ways. And as it does, you may realize how you can see your past differently so that it actually helps you to feel better about who you are right now today. Interpreting the past differently has a remarkable way of changing the trajectory of our lives towards the future. But also in this area of the sky for you, we also have Venus connecting with Saturn, and this becomes interesting for a couple of reasons. And so Venus and Saturn will meet once a year, and when they do, it always represents a turning point moment that is rooted in some reality check. Evaluating how things actually are is part of moving forward and realizing what's worth continued sacrifice and effort and what no longer is. Now, for you, of course, this is playing out in terms of money, how you're earning your money. Do you feel like it's worth doing for money or not? Do you think that you should be paid more? Or is it that you'd rather do something completely different? These can be some questions that you're asking yourself now. And if it is that this energy isn't necessarily showing up for you financially, well, this could be a time when either you're looking at the possessions in your life differently. The things that you own, do they still hold the value to you that they once did? Status symbols actually can mean a lot right about now, but they should be rooted in, and I think there may be the appreciation that ultimately they're rooted in a deeper sentiment. It's what they symbolize rather than the thing itself that you may be looking at differently. And it is also going to be self-love and self-esteem that could reach an important moment, a turning point, if you will, for many Capricorns out there. I know that this energy can sometimes be hard because it's hard to see your worth and your value if you're being hard on yourself, but that's just one way this energy might be realized. Another way is that you're able to see whom it is you are and your ability to love yourself from a more grounded perspective. You're able to see that you can demonstrate self-love. You may be reminded that you have demonstrated self-love in a way that changes your self-concept for a very long time to come, in a way that strengthens you and tells you that whatever it was that you did, that you sacrificed to get you here to a place of healthy self-love was absolutely worth it. But that isn't all that's happening as well. So consider this. It is Saturn that is the ancient ruling planet of the sign that we have this new moon. It's also your ruling planet as well, making what's happening with Saturn that much more important. But it is Uranus that is the modern ruling planet of this part of the sky. And what happens now? Well, it's going to be Uranus going direct. Uranus will go direct in a heart-oriented part of the sky and a luck-oriented part of the sky for you now. This is a wonderful time to engage activities that invite you to align with wherever it is that you hope to make wild gains, wherever it is that you hope windfalls will happen. The thing about windfalls is, though, they tend to be a one-shot deal, right? Or maybe more, but they tend not to represent that stable sense of income that we see illustrated by, for example, Saturn moving through that financial part of your sky. However, it is Uranus that moving through this heart part of the sky, creative, artistic, in some way, it is going to speak to your money because of how it connects to that new moon. It is going to be now that in line with new opportunity, there's also going to be a sense of forward momentum now. There may be a very surprise way in which new financial opportunities do show up, and they'll be very rooted in what it is that feels heart-centered, what it is that feels like you really want to do it. I would also add this part of the sky where Uranus is going forward also has to do with the children in your life. And so it could be now that you feel things improving, perhaps dramatically so and quickly as well, where that may be needed. Now, once Uranus goes direct, all major planets are direct for the next 3 months. That is remarkable. This is a time of forward momentum for a lot of us out there. And this is likely going to be a time when we become less reflective. We're not looking to the past as much or looking within, but rather we're taking action to align ourselves with the future we wish to create for ourselves. And right about now, new actions taken really can take on a momentum that ends up being very empowering to us in some way. Now, where it comes to matters of love, I'm going back to that full moon on the 6th of the month. I think that is going to be an important moment as part of understanding love in a larger sense, but also an immediate sense as well. Full moons bring emotional truth to the surface. They help us to acknowledge what it is that we really feel. They stir our emotions, yes, but they also help us to facilitate change in our lives for the better. This is about acknowledging your feelings about a love-related situation or the feelings of another. Regardless, though, what does take place now, there's something very honest and healing and something about it that brings about a spirit of conclusion whose time has long come. But also, it stirs faith, faith that there is love in the world for you. For those of you open to meeting someone new, what a remarkable time this can be in the context of new connections. I love this full moon. I feel like when we have such important lunar activity, it means that love is there. Someone is there to help you to understand where you are in love and how you feel about it. It's about getting you honest. But yes, there could be a person or a very powerful attraction to someone now that becomes part of a more important and personal understanding for you, what it is that you are hoping for from another person, maybe someone that you had your eye on, or maybe someone brand new that takes you by surprise. There's faith here and maybe even a sense of being swept up in a moment based on the beautiful words of another. Although I do think it'll take a little bit of time, especially the new moon. That's going to help us to get more grounded and help you to really see what's going on and how much your own self-concept is playing into how you understood the events of the full moon. And yet you can still enjoy this moment, affirming that there is love in the world for you. For those of you just starting to date somebody, what a remarkable time this can be. In the context of dating, I feel like this is a moment of truth, but it's also a moment that feels sweet and light and romantic. That's the thing. This is such romantic energy playing out here now. If it is that this is someone that you felt very connected to, well, it's possible now that things really leap forward towards a more purposeful alliance. But if it is that this does not feel like someone you want to navigate forward with, you'll be able to be honest with yourself from a place of faith in your heart that there is love in the world for you. And for a percentage of Capricorns out there, also possible, you may end up connecting with someone brand new. And for those of you in an established bond, what a remarkable time this can be. In established bonds, it is about looking at the relationship with a greater sense of open-heartedness and awareness as well. For the overwhelming majority of Capricorns out there, this is going to be a time of affirming the love. If there's been any issues between you and your partner, or maybe just in your partner's life, all of that could reach a conclusion now so that the two of you are able to move forward feeling stronger and clearer for the bond that you share. For a very small percentage of Capricorns out there, if you have felt for a while that maybe you're not in the right relationship for you, it is at this time that you're getting very honest about that, perhaps only with yourself, but maybe with your partner as well, as part of understanding what it is that you most want to do navigating forward from here. What I love about this month for you, wow, what a powerful astrological moment. I love how you really are gaining traction now and gaining focus now. This can be an important and remarkable time that ultimately shows you something about the alliances in your life, but also about how it is that you see yourself. One thing is for sure, though, by the time we navigate past the 22nd, in all kinds of ways, you're moving forward in matters of heart, yes, but also love, including self-love at that. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.